Look at Apple charge
Right.
up again.
I don't like really chase in this market. I don't like chasing stocks that have been strong. Especially Baba's been. It's really broken out here. Huge gap up, breakout. Yeah, it's.
I'm going to take a chance on Boeing here, since one of our members pointed it out.
Okay. What's
I like the look of it.
you like the look of Boeing, eh? Let's just take a boo at it. A on a short.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
It is.
short.
Yeah. AL's kind of look like a double top there. Um,
I took it on the pullback just 2 minutes ago. I think I may just put a stop at break even if it comes back up to my entry, but let's hope it doesn't and continues down. Entry is 187.72, let's say. I got some fractional cents here, but we'll round it. So
this could be interesting.
see if we can get a pull back. Here we go.
Hey, Peter and Brian, how you doing?
Hey, Mike.
Mike.
We're doing good. How are you?
Not too bad. Skype doesn't want to work today, so for the closing bell show, we're just going to be cameraless today. As soon as we...
Oh, well, okay.
So... I'll push it to the...
So
I'll start sharing the screen, too, with the chat room.
All right. If you're going to do that, I'll stop sharing mine.
Yeah. We'll just be a little faceless show today out on the... for everybody out in YouTube.
Facebook.
I love this market. Anytime it looks like it's going to sell off, it just comes back up.
I knew I should have taken a partial. I was holding out for 50 cents and I missed it.
Oh, it can't. Yeah, it's coming back up now.
Yeah, sucker. Stop me. Stop me out.
Look at this. Yeah, well, it's the SPY. It just looked like it was going to sell off, and then back came the buyers. I think we go out strong today.
All right, well, Boeing didn't work out.
Take the partial.
Yeah, I should have. I was being, again, stubborn, trying to get 50 cents, and I couldn't quite get it, and I should have just taken it anyways. Oh, well.
Oh well. Yeah, you could have had 50 cents on that trade.
Not too bad.
Oh, nice, Tom. That's good.
Took SQ.
Square.
So the Qs are just pushing higher.
Wow.
Here we go. Just don't want to get in front of that trade.
So, Brian, what do you think caused the SPY to kind of do this reversal after the morning and just sell off while everything else has been...
I don't know. SPY's going higher now. Well, some of those numbers came out. PMI. I don't know if that had any impact on the SPY, but
on it.
It did have seemed to have some impact. I don't know.
Boeing still looks like it was just forced up by the market. It still looks weak to me.
Yeah.
Trying it again. Trying it again. Come on.
Got 23 minutes to the close. I don't know. What's space is selling off here? I think.
Gosh, it just won't do it. All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get out here.
It seems that every time it hits that 50 moving average there on the 1 minute, it just keeps bouncing back up.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out over 188 if it hits that, so I'll just get out. I'm hoping that it's gonna break down here, but the SPY is not helping me.
Yeah, looks like it maybe. So we're hanging right around that previous day high. Just doesn't seem like there's going to be much action going into the close here. It just seems pretty muted. People are buyers are exhausted, and the sellers just keep thinking the market's just going to keep going higher. So why sell?
Yeah. There hasn't been much to prove
Probably.
them wrong.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So,
And Workhorse still looking weak here. One of the few stocks that's actually in the red.
got Workhorse, yeah,
Well.
from our morning watch list today.
Yeah, well in the red. Just it's below all those previous day levels.
Big volume on Workhorse today too, or good volume anyways, 160% R vol.
Yeah.
Looks like
There's a lot of green, it seems, on the board today, all the way across.
Yep. Yeah, except for some strange ones like PayPal, Billy, Zoom. What's kind of curious? What's Peloton doing today? That's another stay at home. It's up $1.30, but it's had a really volatile day.
Yeah.
How did it? What did it do? It just peaked out around 62.20-ish, and then just sold off
Yeah.
right into the afternoon. Now it's coming back up a bit. SPY still looking
Tesla.
strong.
Look at Tesla up 12%
Oh, I know.
today.
It just keeps going. Just keeps going.
Yeah, I'm out of Boeing again. Was not going to break.
Not
Nope.
not
All right,
playing
well,
well.
that did work.
The SPY is just not, just doesn't want to, it's just holding right at the view app. Just sticking right there, right on the view app.
My buddy Microsoft
Yeah.
also looks like it wants to break down, but I'm worried that the market is just going to drag it.
Just keep dragging it up and up and up.
Yeah. Microsoft hasn't had a great day, but it's still up $4.
Mm-hmm. EA actually looks like it wants to go higher.
Yeah, it does now.
Yeah.
Should have flipped over my position there.
What do we got for a daily?
Yeah, Microsoft is probably going to go up with the markets here now.
So we got 194.5 as last week was the high on BA.
Yep.
It's
We're
kind
gonna
of,
get to I wonder if we're gonna get to 200 this week on BA.
and it definitely held this 180-ish level around here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tested this area right around here where it closed on Friday, and then
Here goes Neo.
I mean, wow. Utilities seems to be the only sector that's in the red all for the day.
Yeah, and that's the safety trade, the traditional safety trade, but nobody needs a safety trade right now. Well, you've got the new safety trade, which is the technology sector.
Yeah. Apple,
Let's
Microsoft,
take a look.
Google.
Candles, glass here. Yeah, lots of stuff up today. Discretionary up. Communication up. XLK's up. XLE is looking has been weak today, which is the energy sector.
Yeah.
Staples are down. That's usually traditionally a safety trade. Gapped up and selling off. Yeah, XLU, the utilities is well, and Warren Buffett just bought a utility. He bought that Dominion Energy.
Oh. Yeah, and D sold off a lot today. Carlos took a great trade on it at the open. Just slow grind. All the way down. Got about 15 minutes left. Quickly go over what earnings we have today, which, believe it or not, is not much, even for tomorrow.
There's not much. I think we wait till next week, and then I think
Yeah.
we'll get J.P. Morgan on the a week from
Yeah.
from tomorrow, 14th, July 14th. We get
Yep.
J.P. Morgan.
Got a lot coming out the open. Today is only
Yep.
Mark, which we don't trade. And then tomorrow before the open as well. We got Paycheck.
We get Levi's. Levi will be interesting.
So
It's just curious, what is Levi doing right now into the close here?
said
So
LEVI.
It's up today. Yep. It's up today. It's down. It was down quite a bit on Thursday, but up pretty strong today. And people are sitting at home buying Levi's jeans.
Levi Strauss.
Yeah, natural gas has been popping here. I noticed that when I was going through charts on the weekend. It's kind of interesting.
was
Gas up quite a bit today. It gapped up and moved a little higher here. Baba's going to finish strong into the close.
Finish.
QQQs looking like they're going to go out near the high of the day.
Did you see Square's reversal
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
day?
quite the fall from
Yeah.
grace.
That'd be a tough trade to take with how strong Square has been and that move up in the beginning. To try to take that to the short side must have been tough. Yeah.
ARK. People obviously playing MARK into the close here in for earnings.
Pull this one up. Give everybody a
SPY
nice.
is we've got some volume building here, and the SPY is pulling up.
That's an interesting one. MARK. It's just trading 5 cents, 5-6 cents in there. So there's that 10
FB.
minute.
Last 5,239.80.
Doesn't look like Microsoft did its crazy wick at 10 minutes to the close today by any means.
No, it didn't go far. The SPY, though, did make a wick. It did sort of pop up and back.
Here's Facebook back at 240. John's been watching that for a while, I know.
Oh, here's the Boeing drop. Now you're gonna go do it. Look at that. See, it just went dead flat sideways. Even with the markets moving up, Boeing couldn't push up. And then as soon as the market gave it an excuse, it pulled back here. Now it hasn't gone that far really. We're just talking about a 40-cent move. Well, a little bit more than that. 80 cents.
I don't blame you, John.
Seems to
Last
be
10
right.
minutes is tough.
Yeah.
There's only skilled people like Peter that can trade in the last 10 minutes.
Some days I see the opportunity. Some days I don't. Today's a day I don't. I'm not seeing, like, it just doesn't look clear to me. I don't know why it looks clear some days and other days it doesn't. But.
I'm just still surprised Tesla can move 13% at trading above $1,000. That's some big moves.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. So do we have any economic news coming out tomorrow at all? I didn't get a chance to look it up today.
That's a good question. Let's see. What's on the economic calendar for tomorrow? We got job openings to report at 10 a.m. That's about it. That's not really a big... Doesn't tend to have any influence on the market no matter what happens, but... I mean, if it came out and said that there are 0 jobs, job openings, then the market would definitely move. But other than that,
Yeah.
if it's in the range, the expectation is around 5 million job openings in the U.S. So as long as the number comes in somewhere near that, it all should be fairly uneventful.
I wonder. Oh. Yeah, it should be fairly uneventful. Let's see. Oh. So, for everybody that was kind of here on Friday, here's the picture of the barbecued watermelon.
Is that after it was barbecued?
This
That's
one
like
is
the completed
after it
product?
was completed. So this is the completed, sliced, cooked, and eaten. So it was a pretty.
Looks like a ham.
Yeah, it does actually. That was the whole
And?
goal of what the show was. I guess my daughter we were watching Crazy Delicious, and they create these foods by making it or create the taste with other foods. So what the goal of this was to create a meat, but using a watermelon. So they did a jerk spice on the outside, and then they barbecued and smoked it. And it actually came out pretty well. It was sweet on the inside, but a jerk spice on the outside. So it was pretty good.
Is this another faux meat?
I wouldn't say it's a faux meat. I would say this is fruit. I wouldn't be trying to get the.
Did you serve it on a bun? That's what I want to know.
No, so we just kind of let me pull it back up. So all we did was slice it,
Like fruit.
just like fruit. Sliced it, cut it in half, and then you ate it. And the center was cool, but the outside was warm. So it was an interesting flavor.
Like a baked Alaskan.
Yeah.
I am. While you guys are talking watermelons, I am.
In a
I
trade.
am long Microsoft.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's okay. Pita.
but I may get stopped out here. I tried it when it just pulled back there a little bit. It's just about to stop me. We'll see. Haven't had any luck this afternoon. Had a good morning.
It's just been. You just gotta keep. You just keep buying stuff. Well,
Just keep buying stuff. Yeah.
just keep buying.
I'm out. Okay. Let's see. Third loss on the afternoon here.
I've got some.
But-
Took some calls in
I mean,
TQQQ. The QQQs, pro shares. Why not?
You're in QQQ?
The calls, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just getting on the love train.
Love train.
Just going higher. Here, Carve is popping up here. So Baba's flirting with 240 again.
Huh. Microsoft, look at you, you saucy.
There goes. So have we asked the Magic 8 Ball any wonderful questions this afternoon, Peter?
I have not consulted with it today, no. So it's resting.
It's resting.
It's resting right now, anyway.
Recovering from Canada Day.
Yeah, I guess. Not that it had a lot of work to do in Canada Day, really, but anyways, it's. I just had nothing I particularly wanted to consult it with.
You should have asked it about your BA trade.
I should have. Maybe it would have
Yes.
saved me
It's
a
going to
couple of those
save
little
you.
stop-outs.
Wow. Lemonade just has really been selling off here. Of course, there's no shares for short.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, down to $79.
Yeah, sold off $10.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still too early to short. Normally, it's a couple of days in after the IPO.
But yeah, you can't get shares. Solo and Neo
Well,
are kind of
guys,
hanging in there.
I'm not going to take another trade, and I'm recording a podcast tonight, so I have to get ready for that. So maybe I'll just leave you a minute before the close here. Let Brian and Mike take the show into the close. So look forward to that on our podcast channel. We'll be posting a new episode next week. That'll be this one that we're going to be recording tonight. So look for it in all of your podcast providers and Talk with Traders from BBT. So hopefully you'll take a look at that. And thanks, guys. I'll let you close the show and the day out. Thanks.
What's your podcast about, Peter? Maybe give us a little teaser.
We are going. Well, it's I'll be talking with Dr. Katz again, but we got an interesting topic. We're going to talk about attitude and why attitude matters so significantly when you're trading. So should be a good conversation and some good information about your attitude, how you manage it, and what you can do about it to improve and your trading. So
awesome. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Okay, let you go, Peter. Have a good one. Cheers.
Hey, since we're talking about things, thanks, Brian. I will mention just on Wednesday I do have a success webinar we're doing as well. So for any new traders in the room, or if you're on YouTube and thinking of joining us, it'd be a good time.
There's the bell. There's the bell.
The success webinar on Wednesdays is sort of I call it from the beginning, setting up a trading plan. But being that Jared's is called building an option trading empire, I felt that I was being like I didn't tout it enough. So I've decided to rename it "How to Set Up a Trading Plan to Become the Planetary Overlord." So.
Oh, wonderful.
So, but anyways, it doesn't go into the details that Mike has covered before about how you set a business plan. That's sort of the details about what you do about setting up your trade management, your risk reward. This is more literally right from the beginning. I'm just getting started in trading, or if you're trying to say like I don't know how to manage my time over the first year of trading, what should I do? I'm going to go through a plan, and it's a proposed plan that you can use as input to say, how would you set up your time? What should you do? How long should you spend in each phase? What should you focus on? How should you undertake starting your trading journey? So for any new traders, it'll be a great opportunity. Even if you've been trading for a little while, it can be a good refresher. So hopefully you'll join me on Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock in the webinar room. So that'll be me. So with that, as I said,
take care, Peter. Looking forward to that webinar. Thanks, it'll be definitely good for sure.
So Art had a question about Twitter. We're right at 200 on that, and maybe we rejected that 20. But I watched it tomorrow. It definitely looks like it's could be heading higher with the rest of the market. Had a big sell-off with all the pressure on the social stocks, but seems to be it could be a good trade, and especially we're going into the election season, and Twitter's certainly a big tool of a lot of the politicians. So it could be a rebound trade. does that take a look how that looks?
Are you still there, Brian? Kind of.
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and I'm just looking at how it looks like with Facebook. Facebook's pretty much regained everything it lost, and Twitter's lagging a bit here. So yeah, maybe Twitter could be a good catch-up play as well for a rebound. I'd be keeping an eye on it tomorrow. See if we get a bit of see if it holds that 200 moving day at around 32.30.
Yeah, it could. It's starting to make its way back up too, so it's nice.
Yep.
Do you have any final parting words before you hop off for the SPY or anything?
Everything the market just continues to Neo's still pushing. Solo's not doing anything, but Neo's just continuing to trek higher here. I'd be watching Tesla and Tesla $64.
Yeah, crazy Tesla.
Yeah. It just seems like this is the hot sector play right now. Anything to do with electric vehicles, anything that sort of touches in Tesla's world, that's maybe where you want to be right now. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. Have yourself a great rest of the day. We'll
all right, Brian.
In the room. See you all in the room tomorrow.
Yep. Take care, Brian.
Yeah. So same to you, Mike. Have a good evening. Have a good evening, everyone. Cheers
You
for
too.
now.
So
Bye.
Brian. So for everybody out on YouTube and in the room, today's member trade of the day goes to Avi. So he went ahead and he took a very nice trade on Square at the open, got stopped out, but then still had the patience to sit back, hop back in when it broke the high of the day again, and he took partials all the way up. I also saw on Twitter when he posted the finalized trade on this, he actually added back in somewhere and then took some more partials on the way up. So outstanding trade. I don't know if he's still in here, but definitely a good trade for sure. And then for our announcements, Peter already covered his. The following week, we're going to have Jared with his Building an Option Empire. Following that, although it's not up here on the announcements, tomorrow Dr. Katz will be with us in dealing with how to handle FOMO, which will be an excellent presentation if you've ever been had the experience of missing out on a trade and getting frustrated at it. And then for, I believe, today or tomorrow, maybe the last day, if anybody out there on YouTube is looking to join us for the 40% off lifetime membership, Independence 40 is the discount code. It should be good through today and possibly tomorrow, so you're going to want to hurry up with that. If you're out on YouTube and you want to give us a try, go ahead, use the code premarket24. That's so that you can get in. Today's a good day to start it because that will give you access to the onboarding class that Carlos does at 8 p.m. Eastern this evening, and then you have the full week of trading. It's good for 7 days. And then Peter already covered our wonderful podcast that he's got going on. And then just want to do a quick recap kind of our trades off of our watch list that we had today. First one being Uber. Kind of gave everybody a difficult time in the morning if you were in the chat room with us. A lot of people had difficulties getting in on it. Seemed very choppy. I just remember a few weeks back Thor talking about how Uber likes to sell off at the beginning and then it tries to bounce back. So I was kind of a little wary about taking Uber. AAL, same thing, kind of sold off at the beginning. JD was so-so. That was kind of there, kind of moving with the Chinese stocks along with BABA, which a few of our members traded on a breakout. I know John was one of them that took it. He took it here around 237-ish area. That was a good one. SQ was a big winner. It was also a big regret trade for a lot of us that did not get in there. Jared also took BABA, if I remember correctly, too, this morning. But SQ was the one that popped right at the same time. If you look, let me pull up a 1 minute chart on SQ, and let me get back here near the open. On SQ and BABA, you'll see it right here at 944 if you look at it. Both of them populated on my scanner right at the same time, and I ended up taking BABA at this pop at 944, and it just immediately dropped down, whereas SQ decided to continue running up, and that was my big regret trade for the day. But I did get back into BABA, got a nice run on the second break of the high of the day that was there. I noticed on Twitter, Carlos posted his trade on D. He tried for an opening range breakout. It quickly got out of it, reversed his position, and took it nicely all the way down. So with that being said, that's going to kind of wrap up our days. Yeah. Yeah, John had a nice one right there. Yeah, he took it. Oh, wait a sec. I think I can. I forgot that I had this all set up. I think I can. Oh, yeah, these aren't clicked here. So John and I took pretty much the same trade right here on the second one. Here's that little break, and then I got out right away when I noticed it wasn't doing what I wanted it to, and there John's trade looks very similar. Both those trades I took off a scanner, and Jared and John both took them off of just good analyzation. So with that being said, saying bye to everybody out there on YouTube. Have a great day, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.